So you wanna be a picture book writer, then you gotta write picture books.
Hi, everyone. I'm Julie Hedlund, founder of the 12 by 12 Picture Book Writing Challenge and a published picture book author. For the past couple weeks and the next weeks going forward, we're digging into the top 10 categories of picture book hooks. As a reminder, we're defining hooks here as entry points for readers rather than as synonymous with the pitch that you'd put in a query letter. If you're unsure about the differences between hooks and layers in picture books, go back to the 12 by 12 Picture Book Podcast, episode number 26. It goes into a lot more detail. And if you haven't yet gotten your free guide to picture book hooks, you can get it at 12by12challenge.com/PB hooks. Okay, today we're talking about character hooks. And I mentioned the difference between layers and hooks because character is definitely both a hook and a layer. But remember that character hooks are what you can see and know about the character even before you read the book, while character as a layer is what gives that character depth and what creates that connection between the child and the character. Let's consider the book Dropbear by Philip Bunting as an example. Right away, the reader wants to know, what the heck is a drop bear? So Australians would know, but they wouldn't necessarily know this particular version of drop bear. So it's a little bit of a legend. But anyway, we're hooked right away by the mystery and the intrigue of Dropbear. That's the character hook. The layer here in that book digs into the misconceptions about who Dropbear is and what his motivations really are in relationship to the stories that others tell about him. Keep in mind, too, that the character hook often overlaps with subject hooks. The Bakery Dragon, for example, it's a dragon book, which is a subject, but it also features a dragon main character, plus a lot of supporting dragon characters. And as demonstrated in the above examples, one way to tell if a picture book has a strong character hook is when the character is incorporated into the title in some way. In the case of picture book biographies, the character is also the subject. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that 99.9% of picture book bios include the name of the subject in their main title or their subtitle. It really can't be a biography if the character is not a hook in your book. If the person that you're writing about is not well known, then the hook becomes what the person accomplished or it highlights their role in history, etc. The subject of my picture book biography, Julie Andrews, is very well known globally, so my title didn't have to do much by way of introduction to her. It's simply Song After Song, The Musical Life of Julie Andrews. By contrast, author Dana Zeger's book about Dr. Kathleen Friel needed more scaffolding. It's called Rewriting the Rules: How Dr. Kathleen Friel Created New Possibilities for Brain Research and Disability. Whether or not your main character is incorporated into your title, recognize that because that character is a stand-in for the child reader, it's a critical hook. You want to avoid characters that are too generic. And you should probably also avoid alliterative or rhyming names. Think Tommy the Turtle or Silly Billy, unless you have excellent reasons to do so that are really critical for your story. Otherwise, they can come across as cutesy or overwritten and newbie-ish. This is different for chapter books, by the way, where you'll see a lot of alliterative and rhyming characters. But in picture books, unless you have a rock solid reason for that alliteration, it can feel a little bit tagged on and unnecessary. Okay, come back next week and we'll talk about situation hooks. And once again, if you don't have the guide, you can get it at 12by12challenge.com/PB hooks. Ciao for now.
You're amazing, exciting. Look out, 'cause you're writing 12 by 12. 12 manuscripts. 12 by 12. 12 picture books. 12 by 12.